Hello, my name is Olga Bazanova. With you are the painting studio of Olga Bazanova. And now I will show you how to work with texture paste. We take texture paste, it can be glossy, or with sand. Here is the usual texture paste. And here I have a palette knife. You can also take a palette knife smaller or any other palette knife which you like best. We have the deep corner of this picture is slightly to the right of the middle, and we can immediately outline. Why is it better to do it in this place? So that we don't the canvas broke into two parts. Also we have here the vase we have. If the canvas is divided into three parts by horizontally, then slightly higher this third set the top of the vase. And a little bit of texture on its shape. How to work texture paste? Best to apply thin layer rough so that it lays unevenly and did not cover the entire surface of the canvas. That it was like pieces, small irregularities, pieces on canvas. That is, it is as if bulges. Must represent how you bulge on canvas. If there is something extra, remove it by palette knife. The lower part is literally small. Here is the distance, we have about 10 centimeters. I have canvas 50 at 70. And further texture paste we can apply several layers. Because she has such a property to settle. That is, you put it convex, you will to think about, I put too convex or put too convex texture and now I need to take it off superfluous. But no, she sits down. I'm here now, I take this amount of paste, like this, and neatly without pressing the bulge are created, bumps and bulges. Somewhere dripped and good. Entering the picture should also be soft and smooth. Unlike when we start to move on picture, we must not directly touch it. And not to do some kind of bun right away. It depends on your ability pressure. If you press a little, then you will succeed. You can also use a small amount of paste, i.e. start small pastes, and then add along the way, from the place where you already have pasta. Then you will get it evenly. Also, paste can be removed like this and continue. Lay it as unevenly as you'll like it. We have the following. Here is a plane on which this pot is installed. He's coming by movement. You see here and here the ledge. This depict a performance. Another moment under texture paste can be outlined, slightly diluted, lots of water with acrylic, drawing an even pencil. It will be easier to navigate on where to work with this paste. As I said, the paste will settle. Pasta movement will be very advantageous. Look, if we alternate vertical direction and a little at least somewhere horizontal. Such small movements. Created here this foundation. Under acrylic it happens that the canvas like it's hanging. That's not for long. While acrylic dries and then it stops sagging. And in the shade we will put a little paste. Everything is convex only at light angles, here on the left and on the right in the picture. In this picture, which I want to portray fit like this. This is how the texture goes. Like this texture, it gives lighter areas further. That is, it is less covered with paint and can be pulled out this white texture. And exists since sand. With sand, on the contrary, gives darkness a little. I.e. paint to texture sandy paste is absorbed more. And in white, here in such glossy, in usual, it is less. In this case I have a texture sonnet paste. Direction glare further as we throw. And of course the edge of the countertop to denote. Not countertops. Here in this case, the wall plot is convex. All the beauty of this texture can be visible with paint. Especially looks advantageous if we paste. Here this paste, applied and then add it when everything is dry. And to dry, literally, it is better to wait a day. But sometimes the paste dries out faster. But still do not take risks, but put it on days to dry, then it will be very effectively. Mark the corner until it dries. And this part, where in the shade, a little smaller amount of paste. Especially around the edges. Forget that we also have pasta around the edges should lie down. In the most extreme areas. Under the flowers, you can only give a hint, but in most of these cases we will work texture exactly with paint. Like me already said, multi-layered only welcome. That's why barely on the top layer you can create this easy layering. And the paste will be a little rougher to look like. And in the future, very interesting movement. We are dark paint first, let's give in depth, and then let's pull out the light. Effectively this darkness itself. Deep shades of these all. Weaken their shades to throw very beautiful. Here you go. We have the texture ready. And now we're just waiting for it to dry, this canvas.